What's up, boys and girls? Nameco here, Fantasy Smack Talk, doing a Fantasy Football University video. So what we want you to do is click on the link or the link on the card or in the description and check out the app Fantasy Football University by Fantasy Smack Talk. Basically, it's an online book, start to finish, how you can win your leagues, do trades if you're a commissioner, or what formats you should be doing, which we'll be going over that in just a minute. But first, quick shout out to Fantasy Jocks. Thank you so much for sponsoring these videos. Get a trophy, go on to fantasyjocks.com, check out all the stuff they have, or a loser prize. Their loser prizes are hilarious. All right, so whenever you're signed up for your league, you need to know the different kind of leagues that you could be doing, different kind of formats. So first, let's go over the two main formats. There's a head-to-head format and a total points format. Head-to-head format is whenever you have your own, let's say there's 10 different owners, 10 different teams in your league. Basically, each week, you will play a different owner, and your roster of players, their total amount of points will play against one other owner or team's roster of players and their total amount of points. Whoever has the most gets a win that week. And it's just like regular NFL. It's, however many wins you get, you go from there. Typically the top, let's say 6 teams get into the playoffs, and it's just a head-to-head format. So even if you scored the second most points out of anybody in the entire league that week, but you're playing the gentleman or lady who scores the most, you're gonna lose. So that's why you can also do, if you don't like that, you can go to total points format. So what that does, that takes away the head-to-head aspect, and just all year, you just set your roster every single week, and you compile your total points. At the end of the season, whoever has the most points, they're gonna be crowned the champion. So with total points, it's a little bit different, right? You don't get into the playoffs like head-to-head, but you also don't have those heartbreaking losses when you scored a ton of points, but you just happen to have some bad luck. All right, let's talk about the different league types as well. There's redraft leagues, keeper leagues, dynasty leagues. Redraft leagues, exactly what it sounds like. Every year, all of the players go back into the kitty and you just redraft them. So Dustin had done another video, you can see that, about the different leagues with snake and auction, things like that. But the redraft league, everybody goes back into the pot, you draft it however, and then you build your team that way. Next is a keeper league. Keeper league, typically 2 to 5 players you can keep year after year, and there's typically some kind of penalty, right? If you're in a snake draft and you draft somebody in the 10th round, it depends on what the rules are, but it could be something, if you want to keep them the following year, you're gonna lose two rounds, so you'd have to keep them in the 8th round. But it could be a great value because they could be their mock draft ADP, or where they're typically going in drafts that year could be in the 1st or 2nd round. So that's how a keeper league works. And dynasty league, it's not 2 to 5 players, you keep everybody. Dynasty leagues you gotta be in it for the long haul. So if you have 10 owners and you want to do a dynasty league, make sure that they have signed up for a long time to play. These dynasty leagues can be very fun, but it's, like I said, you're going to keep everybody year after year after year, and all that you're really drafting are the rookies typically. Sometimes you're going to keep a whole bunch, and maybe there's a couple free agents back in the pot, but again, dynasty league, you're keeping your entire roster every single year. Also, what you need to know is the private versus public leagues. So a private league is whenever you and your buddies get together and everybody in the league and just sign up that way and you play, and it's a lot of fun. But also there's a lot of people that want to play in multiple leagues and maybe their buddy's only doing one league. So you can also go into a public league. All of the major sites have it. Just go ahead, join. They'll have certain draft times and you can play in that. Sometimes you can even throw some cash in there. They have some leagues like that where you can win prizes and things like that, which is great. So again, Fantasy Football University, go ahead, click on the card or the link. There's also a whole bunch of other league types and other different formats, so the app goes through all of that. And again, thank you to Fantasy Jocks. You can get belts there. You can get a whole bunch of different things there. Trophies, loser prizes, fun things like that. FantasyJocks.com, absolutely fantastic. Go ahead and check them out as well.